Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mark Shelf Space, and today we're taking a look at Marvel Legends Sugarman Build-A-Figure. So stick around after the intro and let's put him together. Alright, welcome back. So here's Sugarman, all broke down into pieces. Each of the pieces that came with one of the figures from the wave, and I'm going to go ahead and put them together. Alright, so here he is assembled. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. Alright, so first let's go ahead and take a look at his face, because I think this is the most standout feature for this figure. So you can see mine was the unfortunate victim of bad QC. His right eye is orange, his left eye is not painted. So I'll have to see if I can find some paint to fix that. So if you take a look at his face here, I love the tongue on this figure. You see how long the tongue is? This is the kind of tongue that I would love to see on a Venom figure, because I think that it just adds a lot of character to the figure. But I really love this tongue for Sugarman. See inside his mouth, he's got a bunch of razor sharp teeth. These are all pretty well detailed, plastic stiff. Then he's got his furrowed eyebrows up here to go along with his hair, and the horns on top of his head. So you see it's also got suspenders on here. Help pull his pants up. The suspenders are pretty detailed. You got a belt loop here. The attachments on the side. Suspenders, these are not removable. I mean, they're not, you can take them off, I suppose. But you can, there's no clip on here to actually just put, pull them off that way. You see you got the pins on here. So Sugarman is from the Age of Apocalypse storyline in X-Men. I unfortunately have not read that storyline yet. And growing up I always just read Spider-Man. He's my favorite character. So I never read the X-Men stuff. I've got the Age of Apocalypse run sitting around here in omnibus form, and I just need to crack it open someday and read it. So look at each of his arms here. See on his left hand he's got his rings on his fingers here, pointing his finger. I like the finger, it's got like the sharp nail detail on it. That looks pretty neat. It's almost like a claw, but it's just a long pointy nail. Reminds me of a witch finger. On his wrist he's got a little bracelet there. And then the detail on the arm, you can see the skin, how it's wrinkled. You got some veins popping out here. I think that's pretty neat detail on that figure there. And the arm above it here, got the same wrist clip here, bracelet. He's got the punchy fist. He has all brass knuckles on this hand, and then the arm is much the same. Looks like it's got a wart on it there. He's got some pretty beefy triceps right there. But I like the detail, the feel of this, with the wrinkles on the skin. That's pretty neat. And look at the other side of him here. So same bracelet on this wrist. He's got his brass knuckle on his index finger there. Same tricep over here. Been working out a lot. And in the top arm, you got a bracelet again. No brass knuckles there. And then the triceps. And the veins up here. The articulation on the arm is pretty standard. You got the bicep swivels on each arm. You got the elbow bends. See the elbows, those joints there. Look at this side. And then you've got, that's a little loose. And then you've got the wrist swivels here. And a little pivoting on the wrist there. On each hand. We'll take a look at the legs here. So he's got kind of little stumpy legs. I mean, that's how his character was created. They are pretty beefy though. You see he's got muscles ripping out of his pants here. He's got, you know, just basic swivel there where you put the figure together at the top of the thigh. And he's got a little bit of bending in his knees. I mean, he doesn't, you know, he's not real agile, so not a big deal there. And then he's got the ankle pivots. Then you got the back of the figure here. Continuation of the shirt here. You can see the detail and the lines on the shirt. The shirt and the main body, they do feel a little cheaper than the arms. You can hear, you know, it's just not as, it's kind of hollow. Where the arms are just, they're more, you know, thick plastic. And you see he's got some more muscles. Detail here on his back. Sugarman comes with a hammer here. Looks pretty similar to Thor's hammer, except it says sugar on it. But it's a solid accessory. Nice little chunk of plastic there. So all in all, I like this figure. He's definitely a cool display piece. He is, you know, standing him up here, he's a little top heavy, but I mean, that's because he's got stubby legs and a giant torso with 4 arms. But he does stand well enough. So that's my review for Marvel Legends Sugarman Build-A-Figure. If you guys like it, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and I look forward to putting out some new content here shortly. Thanks for watching.